When I was 5 years old, my dad built a house out at Scarborough, just across the road from the beach. We'd go hiking all the way down to City Beach through all the sand hills, which are quite heavily vegetated, like going through the forest almost as a young kid. We used to go body surfing and sometimes pretty big waves, but we survived it all. It was just a fantastic, free and easy lifestyle. The waves down in front of our house weren't the best, so we tended to go up to the main beach at Scarborough, which in those days really did have some well-shaped waves and good surf.
And City Beach. Well, it's a beautiful day for beach lovers. There's very good body surf running at Scarborough. No rips or hazards to report at this time. A large crowd is enjoying the surfing.
In Scarborough Beach, they used to have stalls where they'd hire out surf shooters, and they'd do spray tans on the girls and different stuff like that, so that was a bit busier. But the big thing was, to me, was the beach and the waves, and we used to be gone all day, but as long as we were home for dinner at night, it was fine.
Hawaii, where 25-foot waves roar in every 12 seconds. They spell defeat for Australia's midget Farrelly, who loses his surfboard riding title to Joey Cabell of the Wind and Sea Surf Club, California. This is the International Surf Riding Championships for 1963.
I can remember 1964, Midget Farrelly won the very first world surfing title.
Now there's a new trophy to be won by the world champion for 64.
That was a big thing, and it really brought Australia to the fore in surfing.
Meet at Manly Beach to decide who he'll be. There's a crowd of more than 40,000 to see
At that time, I made a promise to myself that I was going to become the world's champion surfer. Dad helped me get organised to make my first surfboard when I was 14 years old. We made it in the garage, and he actually made a concrete mould to make one surfboard, would you believe? Inevitably, my mates wanted me to make a board for them. I had 24 boards on it, it was just crazy. At that point, I was sort of starting to think seriously that, yeah, maybe this is what I should do for the rest of my life. The older generation, our parents and that, a lot of them sort of thought that surfing was just a fad and it would pass away and then it'd be some other fad. But when you look at all those big surfing companies that largely evolved from Australian garages at home into a very legitimate, major worldwide business. About every 4 years we go up to the Maldives for a couple of weeks on a surf tour. Only limit the number of surfers on the island to 30 surfers, and lo and behold, Midge Farrelly happened to be there. There was one day we went surfing, just the two of us. Sometimes you're literally airborne going down, and then you land on your board at the bottom virtually, and then crank this big bottom turn, and then it just barrels up in front of you. It's just something special, and you've just got so much speed and power to spend a session out there at Sultan's, one of the best right-handers in the world, just the two of us, was just quite amazing.
And now the midget himself, he's completely at home, and with two almost perfect glides demonstrating tight functional surfing, he's notched the title again.
As much as, yes, in my younger days, I would dearly love to be a champion surfer of the world. In the end, making surfboards was the solution to creating a surfing life for myself. just enjoying the wonderful things about this world that we're really privileged to enjoy.